Hello, beloved. Welcome to a seer's world. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested in becoming Patreon members, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions, which will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. Okay? Without further ado, let us tap into the message. Let us tap into this energy. Let us talk to the divine. Let's see what this is about. I'm channeling a dirty woman, but this is someone's mom or mother figure, or someone who raised you and, played a specific role, but they didn't really play the role. It's just a title, This is the energy. Let's see. A dirty woman. Filthy. Let's see. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So this woman's life, as she knows it, is falling apart. This is a woman who's experiencing some form of loss or grief. This woman is, kind of losing the plot a little bit mentally, She spent so many years portraying an image, an identity, an illusion of a reputation upon the community, and what she painted herself out to be, she can no longer upkeep or maintain, that reputational image or whatever narrative or whatever she portrayed herself to be amongst people. It's failing, it's no longer working for her. So this is definitely a bad mother or a bad mother figure, or someone who was just there raising you and stuff like that, or might have not even played that role, just given the title of mom. But nonetheless, whoever this is, take it out of class for your reality, but this is definitely some form of mother energy. This is a woman who has a lot of deep skeletons in her closet, right? So deep that it's actually scary. Her worst fear is coming to life at this time, as everything is being seen, including the true colors that she possesses. Everyone is seeing something about this woman from a different perspective. I just heard a different lens, a different pair of eyes. Let's see what's going on here. So I am channeling that the perspective of how she was understood to be has been cleansed. It's no longer what it used to be, right? And that cleansing is not a pure cleansing, because with the Ace of Cups being reversed, it's like the universe was chewing this person and spat her out. The universe is mad at this person, upset, enraged, because this is a woman who has demons and skeletons that she likes to it's like she makes it other people's problem that she's demonic. She makes it other people's problem that she's evil. She makes her wickedness something that everyone must now give a damn about, when no one actually gives a damn. That type of energy. Now that she's no longer who she used to be in the eyes of people, it's breaking her heart. Whether it's existing or non-existent, right? Whatever illusion she's created, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Things are no longer going in this person's way. It's almost like she can't escape this. There's so many bad things happening, so many bad energies around this woman. bad thoughts, bad emotions. There's just a lot of bad things, right? And it's going to continuously happen like that. Because this woman is due for her karma because of all things that she put you through. Yeah, this false mother who worked so hard to ensure that you become nothing in life, but you are everything and you have everything, or it's on its way. So she's living in the opposite reality of what she projected onto your life. She thought she had planned for your life. Oh, Two of Pentacles reversed. Oh, to the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Tragic things are happening. Things that are making this person wish they could turn back the clock of time and change her little disgusting filth and make it, make a different decisions and choices and, find a different way to live and, approach life from a different energy. She wishes she could change all things, but there's nothing to be changed here because nothing can be undone. This woman is going to live and suffer the consequences of her actions. This woman also thought that at this time in your life, you would still be unhealed or going through some form of trauma or in a state of being of, unhealthiness, whether mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. She thought she had you. She thought she contained your life, or she could maintain the energy that she was projecting onto your life. This woman sends a lot of malakia, evil eye, right? From the day of your birth, or from the day she was put in a position to play a motherly role that she failed dismally at, because ain't no mother in there. That's just a thing, right? Filled with evil eye and darkness and wickedness, right? She's so jealous of you because at your age, what she was doing was getting FUCKED and not having any freaking goals, ambitions, passions, not having thoughts and emotions that are of high vibration, not being evolved, not wanting to. She's jealous because you making different decisions and choices in your life. You're actually on a path of fortune, and she's on a path of despair. And it's only just the beginning, honey. It's about to get real. She thought everything that she did to you, she was going to take to the grave, and she would never have to own up, take accountability and responsibility. She thought it would just be something that no one figures out. You know what was done to you by this filthy, dirty woman here. So please take that how it applies, beloved. But best believe someone is receiving their fair share of karma, and it's whipping that ass good. Oh, and this time she can't narrate a truth that must be believed by everyone to save herself. She can't curate and create a false illusion that now people must fall into because she can face her filth, her dirt. I just heard dirty laundry as well. This is a really conniving fox, a snake. Nothing more, nothing less, filled with darkness and malakia and the evil eye only. Pretty much. The moon. So back to what she did, right? You're being called to use your own discernment and intuition as I state the following. This woman, as much as she did what she did, firstly, she has no remorse. And with the moon energy, she feels like you deserved all things that she did to you because she feels your birth was her downfall. I don't know what this is about, take it out, it applies. But that's how she looks at you and looks at this whole situation here. She feels like you could have, you should have just never been here. But guess what? This woman has suicidal thoughts now. Because all that was done is resurfacing and coming to the light. And it's the worst of the worst of the worst things that this woman has done to you. So many times. So many skeletons. And a lot of filth and dirt that she possessed with her raggedy ass. Thinking that she can plan upon the divine one's life. Because she had a title that she was given and had no clue how to fill those shoes, mother dearest. She's learning a thing or two from you, beloved. She's learning how to actually be a real woman. Judgment is being called unto this woman's life. Her life as she know it is falling apart. And it's not just falling apart. It's crumbling, shattering. There's nothing left or won't be. Because what she wanted to do to you, on top of all other things, this woman wanted your head on a silver platter. The supposed mother dearest. She was so sure that at this time in your life, you would even have taken your own life. She wanted you suicidal, now she is. She's the one waking up from nightmares. She's the one talking herself out of killing her own self now. She's the one with the night terrors. Trembling, child. Waking up and you sweating and everything. Sweating, seeing visions of you, having dreams. She knows her end is near. And it's not an end just of physical death, mental death as well, emotional death as well, spiritual death especially. Because this person is due for a level of karma that will follow her even in her eternity. She has no clue. But hey man, she's about to find out. Because she messed around and found out. The things this woman has spoken about you, the things she was trying to manifest into your reality, what she wanted you to become, how she thought things would be in her little dumb brain of bright ideas. Now she's sitting with those bright ideas and wishing that she could dim that light upon the bright ideas because there is nothing bright about them. She's dumb for that. For thinking that she can attack someone innocent and pure and the spirit won't fight back. The ancestors will just sit and watch filth and dirt thrown upon the chosen one's name. No, honey. Justice and vindication for you, beloved. That's the season of life you're in when it comes to this situation. This woman is paying with her life. And see what she has to say now. All that crap. She better eat it with a spoon, with a fork. I don't give a damn. King of Pentacles. So this is about some form of generational wealth that is tied to your name. I just heard a legacy, an empire that is tied to your name. It was already established within the spirit realm. It's yours. Like, you are meant to break generational curses. That's why you're doing it. You're meant to. It's in you. That's what you're here for. She, on the other hand, getting FUCKED all day long, thinking about D all day long. And then here comes you changing the family dynamic, changing energy, curses that were so ancient. A powerful person you are. This woman should at least learn. Instead of thinking and feeling that she's anything but a raggedy ass soul lost in Satan's hellhole. And all the things are gonna come to light. If she's in her worst nightmare now, if she's living in fear now, if she's scared and trembling now, child, watching all of it crumble and fall apart, well, buckle up. Every single thing said, done, felt, and thought in Malachi and evil eye and darkness, evil and wicked energy, she's eating it up. And it don't taste nice now, does it? When the rabbits got the gun, when the ancestors want to play too, because Mommy Dearest and her sinister, calculative, and dumb brain constructed a reality that she thought you were going to live in that little bright idea brain of hers. Watching you be you the way you are has this woman wishing that she never laid a hand on you with evil, wicked, dark, Malachi intentions. Because as she was doing unto you, she was actually doing unto herself. And that is what people like this fail to learn early in life. You don't touch a pure spirit you know nothing about because you think you have a title. Authority and control and power, right? And when it's stripped from this woman, what then, Mommy? Who are you going to blame then, Mommy? Is she still going to point the finger at you, beloved, and say, you? Or is she going to address her P-U-S-S-Y? Is she going to address her yoni and say, girl, I should have watched you and stayed away from these men and actually focused on being a good person? Because these men ain't dead now in her death. This woman, it's being emphasized to me that the way you are living your life, the way you're approaching your reality, the way you're choosing to embrace your evolution, the changes, break these curses, the way you are is the opposite of who she is. And she knows that. Oh, she knows it. She can work day and night trying to change that. But you will never be twins, honey. You ain't never gonna be like that raggedy ass woman who thinks that she's something she's not. You can think all you want about who you think you are, but the truth of who you actually are, you will live that reality, honey. It'll face you. And you won't be able to escape it. Because there will be nowhere to run when the devil's got the gun. Collecting souls. Grim Reaper energy. She should have never, ever invested her life in trying to torment, hurt, and scar someone. Who lives a life like that and expects good things? Who lives a life like that and expects good things? I'd say someone delusional and sick. So what was meant to happen to you? You were meant to be all suicidal, beloved, thinking about unaliving yourself, thinking about death all day long, seeing it in your mind, your heart, your spirit, your body, and feeling like you're unworthy of living. That was what she was trying to do to you, so that she can swap destinies, swap fates, swap energies. You had to eliminate yourself, or you had to be eliminated, but nonetheless, she was looking at you with the eyes, or through the eyes of death. Now death is looking back, saying, hey baby, let me smack that ass. You don't play with the dead. You don't play with the chosen one. You don't play with a divine one who's here for a bigger mission than your sorry, raggedy ass. Because now she's all apologetic, wanting the spirits to forgive her. They don't give a damn about Satan's whore. What ancestor of highest white light is going to step down for Satan's whore? So, your father, beloved, I'm channeling the energy here. Your father was sent into this woman's life, right? And the way things turned out was a tragedy, because they both were in low vibration all their life. And when things didn't work out, your mother went ahead and tried to be with your father's whole entire life, using you. Her little PUSSY problem, yoni problem, her little dumb brain, her malakya, her evil and wicked spirit, mind, heart, body, went ahead and tried to sacrifice an innocent soul for dick. Because in her reality at that time, she was jealous that your father was going to move on and actually find a good woman with a brain and not a yoni problem. Your mom was a nymph. Throw it in a circle with everybody in her time, whether you know this or not. And she's jealous that you are humble. She's jealous that you don't need to show skin to feel like of value, of worth, to have confidence. You don't need a man to spank that ass, huh? She's jealous that she will never amount to the same value of womanhood as you. She's jealous that in her whole entire existence of her own womanhood, it will never amount to yours. She's jealous that when she looks in the mirror, she sees her demons and not a human being, because like I said, there's nothing in there. That woman ain't never been right. And also, at a certain point in time when she was doing this to your father, she didn't give a damn if you died. If the bewitching led her to make that decision where it's like, your death will vindicate her supposed whatever vengeance, she didn't care. If she had to spill your blood, she didn't care. And everyone around her was rooting for her as well, saying, yeah, go ahead, because they're just as evil. They have the same malakya. They're just as wicked and dark. That even a pure soul can't aid and assist in this darkness that they live in. That's why you could not live there or be there. That's why you could not. And you had to leave. You had to choose yourself. You had to face your life head on and actually choose to be a better person. And now look at where your choices of and decisions have led you. You should be proud of yourself. Her, on the other hand, there's so much that mommy dearest has to take accountability and responsibility for. And I am channeling that whoever this witch doctor was that she was working with to get this done, it's like your father had some form of fortune or wealth tied to his name. He was also someone who was meant to break some form of generational curse in his world, life, and reality. He came with some form of contract from the ethers of legacy and empire. Now, whether he did a great job or he failed, that was his walk and journey and path. But that was his purpose as well. That was his destiny. This woman knew that. Your mom, or this mother figure, mommy dearest, she knew. And you know what she chose to do? She wanted to bind herself to him, but not in a way of love, but in a way of taking it from him. Because she felt like she couldn't live with seeing him still be successful, blossom, and flourish without her. So she would have much rather eliminated him or tempered with what he was here for. And if she had to use you as collateral damage, she did. She used your urine as a baby. She used your hair as a baby. She used your blood as a baby. She used your feces as a baby. She used your saliva as a baby. The sick woman. Just sick. You can't even feel the type of way about this because her sickness has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with who she chose to be on earth and how that has caught up to her. If she had just allowed your father to move on, or if she had acted right in the relationship, she wouldn't have lost him. If she had actually chose to be a good person, she wouldn't have even thought of doing anything to you, of pain and darkness and evil and trauma and scarring and all these things. But she failed herself in life, and she can't make her failure another person's problem now, can she? I see though that she tried to paint you to be the reason why she's a failure. But the actual reason of her being a failure is the woman in the mirror. The woman that she can't face, because all she sees when she looks at that woman is PUSSY, yoni issues. All the men that she allowed to D her down and take from her spiritually. She was bewitching men, wanting them to fall in love with her. That's what she was concerned about, instead of having some freaking goals and ambitions. Instead of having actual integrity, dignity, value. And because you, beloved, are humbly so, doing what she could never in her whole goddamn life do, she's jealous or whatever the fuck. But in actual reality, no one gives a damn. It's just her and her filth, her dirt, her demons that she lives with every day. And you are a constant reminder that, hey, honey, you failed. You tried and you failed. I'm living, I'm alive. Look at me, honey. I could be all the way covered in still. I could be all the way covered and still giving sexy. That's you, beloved. All the way covered. All the way covered, honey. A man would do anything for me because I'm divine like that. You're divine like that, beloved. You don't find worth in throwing it in a circle. You don't find confidence in throwing it in a circle with just men. You don't bind men and put love spells on them, sex spells on them, and everything like that. And then wonder why your life is wasted away. And then want to turn around and blame someone completely innocent for your filth and failure. That's not your reality. This is this woman here. This mad woman. Insane woman. Mommy dearest. Let's tap in further here. Chose to be delusional living here thinking that this is fairy tale, and because I have insecurities and problems and issues because I don't work on myself, I must, project that onto an innocent soul. A soul that was here for a bigger purpose than her freaking whatever this woman was on, man. She deserves no respect. Can't even lay an eye on that woman without feeling sick in the stomach, beloved. She's just disgusting. She's a disgrace to the ancestry lineage. And they will shame Satan's whole till the death of her and all eternity. Because all that she brought upon the family is the reason the curse still lives on. Just not in you. You are the new bloodline. You are the legacy. You are the empire. You and no one else. She could never in her goddamn life. And even in her deathbed, even in her deathbed, this woman will still be jealous. But you know what? You out here living though. Who cares? She failed herself. She failed herself. Spirit wants you to think of that and understand that. Now is not the time for frustration. Now is the time for understanding. This woman is not worth your breath of life. Don't ever have any thoughts and emotions that bring you down about this woman here. Her darkness goes way beyond your existence. And she knows that as well, because she's been throwing it in a circle. And the Grim Reaper is craving a session, a lap dance from her as well. Because all these men's souls that she tempered with, those were men that were meant to also break generational curses in their life. And now that came to a halt because of someone's pussy, yoni. Indirectly, she took upon all those men's karma, all their curses. This woman's out here living like she's living like a sick patient. There's ways that she needs to live in order to accommodate her sick mind. Whatever she be doing to cope. Amen. To each his own, for real though. But like I said, you living. Let's tap in further to the energy. And you're not scared of this woman. I don't know. Maybe she thinks you're scared of her, or you're fearful of her. You just don't want to breathe the same air as a skank. That's pretty much it, beloved. You don't want any attachment to Satan's hole. You don't want any attachment to a spiritual murderer. That pussy yoni graveyard. We got the Ten of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. You're about to be so happy in your life. Blessed and favored. You're going to be connecting with the right people. Everything in your life that isn't the way you want it to be is slowly becoming like that. The way you want it to be, it's becoming like that. And all things are going to come together with time. You have backing in the spirit realm. They would never give a woman like this any authority and power and control. It was all an illusion the whole time. You about to be blessed and favored. A true anointed soul. Living earth. And what you will leave behind is a legacy and an empire. What she will leave behind is a stench of pussy. One which smells like death. Because unlike her, you know how to clean yourself up. You know how to take care of things. You know how to be a real woman or a real man. Take it out of applies for reality, beloved, but yeah. Okay? Something about this woman has never been right. It's almost like from birth, she just had a very dark soul. Look at that death, honey. Death reversed, even worse. You dodged death when it comes to this woman here. You were laying in the arms of a beast. You were living with Satan. You were living with Satan's soul. You were living with a Luciferian spirit, a lover of darkness, an evil, wicked Malakya. You trigger this woman so much. This jealousy stems from a root cause of deep insecurity. Because you are symbolic to the karmic debt that awaits her for all eternity. Because like I said, all those men that she let use her, because she was actually using them for their energy, now those men's ancestors want to lap dance as well. It's like our sons were meant to break generational curses. Now you curse them with your stench because you blocked their path with your curse and hex of a yoni. Because now they're under spells and are unable to tap into their full purpose, destiny, and fate. So who's gonna bury, or rather carry, I said bury, well, death unto this woman, right? But who's gonna carry all of that? She will, even in the next lifetime. This woman in the spirit realm, she's seen as a failure. What mother the hermit? Oh, she's gonna learn. She's gonna be forced to learn. Forced. Because truly, the truth is, inside of her, she's still that woman that's still throwing in a circle with those men. She never developed, evolved, or cleansed that energy. It's still within her. She's a lover of darkness. She still, in her mind, thinks that you are the problem. You're standing in the way of everything. Because before you, she was successfully cursing and hexing these men with her yoni and PUSSY, false power. And she, in her mind, feels you came into the picture and highlighted the curse of the family that she was actively contributing to. She's upset and jealous and enraged and mad and insane and crazy at the fact that you are not like her. She knows she was actively still contributing to curse the family because she's just a cursed person herself as well. Everything in this woman's life will continuously fall apart, crumble, and shatter as the ancestors do it to her. And as they bless you, because that is what you are here for, to be blessed and favored for the next. You weren't selfish thinking about yourself or whatever you feel like you want to fulfill. You knew that you had a higher calling. You didn't run from it. We got double judgment here. This woman is embarrassed. Everyone's laughing at her. Everyone's talking about her. Everyone can smell that stench. Like I said, the curses and hex she tried to place upon these men, and however way she tampered with their souls, it's leaving a death stench that comes from down there. Everyone can smell it from afar, honey. And with judgment here, she shouldn't have contributed to the curse. She knowingly did that. She knew, like, I don't know if you know, but your family has some form of history of dark arts or witchcraft specifically. And she knew that it was the reason for all the poverty or abuse or whatever curse and hex was laid upon your family because of what they were doing. She didn't want you to change it. She was okay with it being like that. Like I said, there's nothing in this woman, just darkness. She wanted the curse to continue and live on. She wanted you to also be cursed as well. At your birth, or when she was given access to you, if this is not your biological mom, but she knew that you had a higher calling. She just wanted to block it by enabling you to take your own life, wanting you to make your life complete misery, sadness, unhappiness, trauma, scarring, pain on pain on pain every single day of your life until you take your own life and make her job pretty simple and easy. Because she didn't want you to live on knowing who she was, and she didn't want you to live on because of the light you carried. She knew it would shake these demons up. This woman knew that you were here to change things up. And she still, with her bright idea ass, was like, I'm gonna literally stop destiny and fate. I'm going to change the divine plan with my yoni. I'm gonna hex and curse this one and bind this one, use this newborn, or you know, however she was using you to give herself power, child. Power that she was gonna leave behind. Power that doesn't even belong to her. Power that isn't real. This woman didn't anticipate your life to come together the way it did. We have the Ace of Pentacles there. It's like what was unlocked by your existence has put you on a path, on a walk, on a journey of life of privilege. You are privileged. You have fortune. You have wealth. You have emotional wealth, mental wealth. You know, your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity, your vitality, your health. That's abundance on its own. The love you have, the love you channel, the love you carry is symbolic to the amount of light you bring here. The amount of light you bring here is the reason this woman is, it's like your light is clashing with her darkness. Literally. You're so humble. You're so beautiful, handsome. You're so kind and nurturing. You're such a pure soul. A chosen soul, a divine soul. Page of Wands, 4 of Wands reversed. Yeah, this woman wanted you homeless. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Homeless and having nothing to your name. People must look at you and not even want to surround themselves with you. This woman was doing all sorts of things to ensure that like your life just turns out like the worst thing ever and work against you. She wanted the universe to work against you. She wanted when people lay eyes on you, they can't even stand to look at you. She wanted opportunities to miss you, doors to close on you. She wanted you to look in the mirror and see nothing but darkness when the darkness was really her. She wanted what she is for you. But because that is who she is, that is her reality, honey. That's your life. That's your world, mama. And as she's stuck in that world, she's watching you be who she never wanted you to be. She's watching your life drastically change. She knows the curse, right? She knows what you come from. She knows what you've broken free from. She knows, beloved. She knows. She knows, therefore, your strength. She knows that you didn't have to yoni your way to any power. And also she knows that you don't have a stench down there. And men are disgusted by you as soon as they lay eyes on you because they can smell down there. That's what she's living. All these men that she was charming with her yoni and throw it in a circle and love spells and sex magic, whatever. And living her life like that, feeding off of that, wanting your father to be cursed as well, wanting the family to remain cursed. What is this thing? This is not a woman, this is not a human, this is not even an animal. Someone is a dark force. And the thing about this woman is she cloaked herself so much with the illusions of a false narrative of identity. She lied about who she was for so long that people began to believe it. You might have been aware that something was not right, or you realized when you realized that you awakened, but nonetheless you know the truth now. There's something about what you know. As soon as you found something out about this woman, as soon as your awareness came into fruition, as soon as your intuition aligned itself with your chakras, as soon as you stepped into your purpose and North Node and destiny and fate, everything in this woman's life fell apart. And now, that's just the buildup of what was already crumbling in your name, because she was using you as a sacrifice. She felt, oh, the purest soul will give me the most power. This woman was a Bible-thumping witch all her life. Your connection to the Bible, if you read a verse about parents or parenthood, you don't know, but it's actually it's more than you reading. Don't forget, she spoke things of scripture into darkness. Imagine you speaking it into light and how that meets. You cause the karma because that's what you were here for. You were living karma. And her witch doctor and her Bible thumping wishy ass, raggedy ass as well will forever look at you as the worst nightmare, worst fear, worst everything, worst all the worst. When this woman sees you, she be trembling, her heart be thumping, child, she piss her pants, she got little shit coming out of there in her asshole, everything. And that'll forever be her reality. She should be embarrassed, because she is embarrassing. Pure embarrassment. The ancestors are ashamed to even... This was a seer's world. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me. This was your message from the divine. To those keen or interested in becoming Patreon members, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.